not because you're a Space Ranger, pal. It's because you're a toy. You are his toy.
There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie.
Hey guys!
Hello!
Welcome to our 13th episode, a special episode today of Lightyear Week. It's a very big celebration because Lightyear comes out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep, in the UK.
In the UK, I think all around the world, I think, America as well. We're so hyped, so this is a special live stream, special podcast as well in our series, and I'm glad you guys are joining. We're going to just talk about general Buzz Lightyear stuff, pretty much its best moments, a bit of theories and speculations about the new film. We're going to give you some ideas of what we could want to see this film. You know, what we're just so desperate. It's not so long now. It's like a couple of, maybe a few hours, depending where you live and stuff. But you know, I remember when the film got announced, it was so unsurreal. Also, Levi's in the studio today.
Oh, yes. Hi. You probably guessed.
Everyone knows Levi. So we've just actually been filming a bit of TS2 this week. So we'll give a bit of some updates on that. We're currently doing the vent scenes, which is pretty cool. That was a bit of a long time to set up.
Yeah.
But you know, we've literally had, you know, I'm back in university now, so now I'm on my summer break, and we're just constantly working and filming, and you know, so sorry there hasn't been much content recently with the channel, but we're gonna try our hardest, and yeah. Anyway, Levi, you know, let's just go back to the first Toy Story, because
Number one, yes.
Yeah, like when you first saw Buzz Lightyear, and I think goes with everyone's is sort of, you know, those favorite moments in that film. Like, do you remember watching the first Toy Story and when you first time see Buzz? Like, what was your reaction? Like, was he your kind of your favorite character, or?
Yeah, he was one of them. It was between him and Woody.
I feel the funny thing, a lot of people do that because I think the way I think what Toy Story is so great is that they made the movie about two of these great characters. Even though Woody was sort of, you know, he was a cool character, but he was they try to stay away from being unlikable and stuff. So, but they did a perfect job with their arcs and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think, you know, when Pixar designed this sort of cool action figure, you know, you never, you know, when I was a kid, when I watched it, I remember seeing Buzz or all the I think I saw the toys first, and then I saw the movie. I remember, you know, I was at like this new Lightyear film. This is basically set before Toy Story 1, so this is actually Andy's sort of Star Wars. And Star Wars was like such a big franchise and films, you know, and I feel like this is such a clever way of, you know, because they didn't want to make this into a connection to the Toy Story franchise without reckoning or destroying like this sort of, because Toy Story is just pure gold. Yeah, you know, it's one of Pixar's biggest sort of most expensive, but like the most, you know, it's their baby, it's their iconic definitely. Franchise, and you know, but I feel like as a viewer and as a fan of the franchise, I've always thought like this movie is just gonna be insane, because a lot of people might have grew up watching the Buzz Lightyear Star Command series, so you know, Buzz has always been a big character to me and a lot of people, and it's just nice to sort of, you know, especially for Toy Story, in the later films they kind of downplay his character a little bit. They gave him less roles or less screen time. Obviously I knew Woody is being the main character, but I felt Buzz has been kind of pushed out, and like, you know, Forky and, you know, some of the new toys always got the new spotlight, and I felt like, you know, even Tim Allen used to sort of complain when he was doing the voice booth, and he was like, there's not much lines anymore, you know, compared to since, but yeah, we're gonna go a lot about why Buzz is so unique. And we're gonna answer some questions. If anyone got any of their favorite moments or questions, or just put it in the chat.
Yes, hit us.
Ask anything. Also, please note this is non-spoiler live stream because we don't want. If everyone's seen the film, please don't. Please don't put any spoilers. This is a no spoiler friendly. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe doing a review once we're watching it. I've not really done reviews since my very early days of my channel, and because of this film, I think it's a perfect thing. But yeah, so why do we think Buzz is unique? Levi, what do you think?
I think one thing that makes him unique is probably his character dynamic with Woody.
Yeah, like, I feel like I agree with that, because I think Buzz is sort of, he just sort of fits with sort of like, you got this old cool Western cowboy who's just sort of like just, the smart on the end, and Buzz is just sort of, I love how Buzz's character change, and I think that's what I love about the storytelling, because Buzz has always started as this kind of, I always thought he was kind of a show off. When he arrived in Andy's room and he was pushing Woody's button, he was that type of character, written out. Oh, I'm this superhero guy. I defend
the galaxy
from the Federation, from the evil Emperor Zurg, sworn enemy to the Galactic Alliance. And but yeah, no, I always thought of Buzz as just sort of, lunatic. I think that's how he was written. But I think I actually liked Toy Story 2 Buzz more than,
definitely,
because I feel like he's sort of got Woody's sort of sense of being a toy, and how he becomes, he knows the ropes and the tricks and stuff, and how it, what's the responsibility. And I feel like I love the parallel. It's like poetry, George Lucas.
It rhymes.
It rhymes, like when Toy Story 1, Woody's always the one trying to convince Buzz he's a toy, and I like the opposite in Toy Story 2. When Buzz is trying to do the same, and he's trying to stop Woody with sense and say, "No, Woody, you're a toy," but in a different context.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not like a repeat of the first film. It's it shows, and it has meaning to it as well. And
Absolutely.
And I think, especially Buzz's character, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the the deluded Buzz, and I think that's one of the most funniest part of, especially the Toy Story franchise.
Yeah.
I think the deluded Buzz is like the best bits as well, but I just love Buzz's arc. How he just starts off this, he's got a great character arc. How he just starts from something and he becomes like a great leader. He's like literally just, and I think that's what true heroes are.
Yeah.
They don't have to be this. They say they are the super galactic, strong guy. There's always a hero in any of us, and
Yeah, definitely.
and I think that's what it kind of speaks to a lot of people. What's your favorite feature of Buzz? Because I remember when the toys came out, there's like, what is your favorite? If you were Andy right now, what was your favorite feature of Buzz's suit or something like that?
Probably the buttons, just because they make sounds. I know that sounds really stupid, but
The funny thing is, obviously with Lightyear, because I was curious. When the toys came out, I was kind of like, I know the toys were made for what does the blue and green red thing does, because that's part of the phrases, but I never understand the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
And I think I understand the communicator, because that's him talking to Star Command. That's understandable, and the wings and the laser. But I was so confused when I saw why does Buzz have blue, green, and red these buttons?
Yeah, what are those for?
I know they were for his phrases, but I was I wonder how Pixar was gonna how they're going to introduce that in the film. And I think I saw something in the posters, they do kind of sort of different features, which is pretty cool. But yeah, no, I was curious. I totally agree. I think the buttons are really cool.
yeah.
There's a lot of things in the film, and this is another thing. There's this massive theory of how people, let's say, Buzz had there's like a plot hole in the Toy Story universe where Buzz sort of like literally freezes when Andy comes in the room.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they're going to sort of like, I don't know, like maybe explain that? Because there's been such a famous sort of theory and plot hole now, like everyone's talking about it. They even got the Pixar people like in their interviews like, oh yeah, that plot hole why Buzz freezes, because it's sort of like, you know, he knows he's not a toy, but he still freezes.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to explain that. That's one theory I have. I think they're definitely going to explain that.
Yeah,
I know
that makes
Pixar.
sense.
I know Pixar gets annoyed with these people. Like when they go so advanced with like, no, this is a plot hole. That's
a plot hole.
Oh, that's that doesn't make sense. But it's a movie about talking toys, so what does not make sense? But anyway, no, I think it'd be cool for them to explain that though. Zurg is back.
Zurg.
When I first watched the first trailer and I was like, when they're doing the movie, I was a bit confused because I didn't know where this movie sort of take place. I thought it was either, it was because when they announced it on was it the Disney Expo? I can't remember where they announced it. The Vesta Day. They always thought of I think Pete Docter was saying it was going to be like the real Buzz Lightyear, and it's a little quite confusing because like I was like, was it is it the character the superhero Buzz Lightyear or like the real life astronaut Buzz? Like I was just really, is it gonna have Zurg? Is it gonna have the Star Commander thing, or is it just gonna be like a real life astronaut in Andy's universe?
Yeah,
and then it's like I was so confused. I was like, where does he actually kind of take place? But I was so glad it's a movie, not like a real science fiction, like not like in sort of a grounded kind of area. I actually was so happy when they have because I thought, didn't that mean they're not gonna have Zurg? Because that's not gonna make sense in the real world. No. But like then I'm so glad it's a movie, and it's that space adventure. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Zurg was, when I saw the second trailer, I actually didn't believe that was Zurg. I don't know why.
Oh, same.
I just thought Zurg had that little Rolo thing, when he rolls
the
around.
rollers, yeah.
I don't know if it's a skirt or is it just like, I don't know, because it's like a little, those kind of toys that rolls around.
Yeah, like on wheels.
One wheel with things on wheels. We're going to make a t-shirt on that. So we need to make some merch as well. So
yeah,
called Zurg on Wheels. Oh wait, let's just answer some of the comments. Hi Hunter Maz. Hi, is it Bella? Bella do.
Yep. Hi.
Oh hi, Jared John favorite. How's it going? Yeah. So like no, because I was very nervous. I thought. They can't do a Buzz Lightyear movie without his arch nemesis Zurg.
No,
it's
not
like
all.
it's just I was so worried when that was like when I saw him in I think it was the second. There's like so many trailers.
Yeah, quite a few.
Like that's another thing. I didn't expect them to do quite a few trailers. I thought, in the standard way when they promote the film, they do 1, 2, at least 3 trailers or 2. But there's so many like shots. But isn't it a bit scary though? Because will they maybe reveal too much? That stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely that risk.
Yeah, I remember when I don't think I hasn't been hyped for a Pixar or a Toy Story a Pixar and a Toy Story film since Toy Story 3. Don't get me wrong, I was excited for Toy Story 4, but I think I'm really hyped to this since I was hyped for Toy Story 3, and that was like 10 years since Toy Story 2, roughly then.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, oh yeah. Another thing is I think what I learned about how the director is he's been involved since Pixar, since the early days. He was one of the animators of the Buzz animation Toy Story 2. And there's even a documentary out there that shows. And I'm so glad they got him to direct because he probably done a lot of the animation. I think he maybe designed Zurg. I could be wrong, but what a perfect
Yeah.
director to have. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Angus MacLean, I think. I think
Yeah, it might be actually.
Angus MacLean. But yeah, I'm think whoever like done, you know, because this movie is sort of kind of based in. It's like the Toy Story 2. Like, it's weird not saying Toy Story 2 because that's where it has more Buzz versus Zurg. But
Yeah.
I think this movie's gonna have a lot of reference.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think any were 3 or 4, maybe 3, but like I said, 4th one didn't really have much buzzes. We had the inner voice thing, but that didn't really show much of the Space Ranger side.
Not really, no.
But I think we're gonna have loads of references. I've already seen some of them. You're mocking me, aren't you?
No.
But yeah, no, I think one thing I got really hyped, I'm not gonna lie, is where I just find it quite funny is when he was talking on his communicator and it was like, it's an actual person on there, like,
Yeah.
you know. I love how, but I don't know how many people have seen the trailer or, you know, about spoiling the film, but there's some scenes where he's like talking. It's very similar to Buzz Lightyear Star Command. You know, I like they kind of done this sort of. They still gave that Buzz's sort of kind of loony character, and I'm glad they didn't write him too differently. You know, it's kind of becoming a bit of a review to this, but it's about seeing it. But I just sort of like that how they still kept in a little bit sort of just still same Buzz.
Yeah, same character.
What kind of like spin-offs do you kind of want to see? You know, in the Toy Story universe, I think you can go from like there's a big pickup line of Woody's Roundup.
Yes, that is something I want to see.
With whoever voices him, I can see Woody Harrelson. No, Woody Harrelson as the probably Woody Harrelson as Stinky Pete would fit.
Yeah.
Oh, my biscuits are burning. You know what? How many times we listened to that line when we were making Toy Story 2 live action?
Oh gosh, yes.
My biscuits are burning.
My biscuits are burning.
Oh god.
My biscuits are burning. Let there be carnage. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist saying that.
Oh god, Steve Newton's Carnage. That's a crossover I want to see. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say. Yeah, I know this is probably impossible because if this was set before Toy Story 1, but like, there's a big question, right? I actually still think the Buzz Lightyear Star Command franchise. Hear me out.
Let's hear it.
I still think, guys, is as much as people say Disney is like taking the Buzz Lightyear Star Command franchise because Pixar hates it and shit. Shoot, don't mean to swear about it. Like Pixar hates it, and you know, I still think Buzz Lightyear Star Command till today is still canon. Right now, here's my theory. I was gonna actually do a video about this, but when you get a bit too busy, you just kind of forget. Yeah, I actually still think Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the series and the movie, is still canon because hear me out. Even though this franchise is set before Toy Story, you take an example as the Buzz Lightyear character. Like, take a Star Wars, for example. So you got the original Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So the original Lightyear is the original Star Wars.
Yes.
Now, go over the years, you got the prequels, you got the Clone Wars, you got the TV series, you got the games, you got this whole transmedia of different kind of properties. Now, don't get me wrong, didn't Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the movie, came out during Toy Story 2? Because
Yes.
I named this into a theory, scientific theory of this. Because the reason why I believe that is because Jessie becomes part of, like, in the scene, she's in the scene where they're bringing out the DVD out, and then it shows that Buzz said, oh, a new Buzz Lightyear movie. So there's obviously been other Buzz Lightyear films.
Yeah.
Or like, basically adaptations and stuff. Like, because I remember when I was watching the, like, I don't get me wrong, I was hoping to bit of references or like XR or Booster or Miranova. Like some characters like just have references, but I like how, because I don't know if Pixar answered this yet or anything like that, and I hope someone at least ask, whoever knows people in Pixar, please ask this question.
Please.
Is the Buzz Lightyear Starkman is canon? And I still think it is, because it's still...
Yeah, it makes sense.
If you treat it like that, means you're kind of decanonize a big Toy Story, because that Buzz Lightyear Starkman series was pretty big. Like, that was the early 2000s, and, you know, even though, like, there's not been much references in the newer films or anything like that, I don't know if Pixar didn't really like the series, and they didn't like how they done Buzz's character with Patrick Wall. But no, don't get me wrong. You know, there's a lot of fans out there, and I think if you have that in that kind of side where it exists in the same universe but as a different property, you know, Buzz has different phases, you know. Buzz has, you know, different styles. He has his goth phase, he's got his emo phase, he's got his Bully Maguire phase.
Bully Maguire phase.
So I'm kind of a bit too extend there, but like, yeah, like Buzz goes through different phases in life. He's got a different voice actor occasionally, you know, and that's realistic. That's like what happened with Star Wars or Spider-Man, you know. Look how many reboots we got in the superhero franchise. Batman.
So many.
Like, yeah, so I just sort of think Buzz Lightyear Starkman's still canon. That, you know, people can just like rant about me and say how it's not, and this movie's taking over, and that's Buzz's Starkman story. But I still think he's canon. So
yeah,
you know, just correct me wrong. Correct me wrong. That's what I say. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, like, yeah, I think that's. Because also, I think I was reading on Twitter, like, there was a reference to the aliens. Because even the LGMs or the Pizza Planet aliens are not in the film. But there's references or something like that. But, like, they put... Like, that kind of makes sense, because in that time of Toy Story, I feel like I think they were saying the reason why they put the aliens in the Buzz Lightyear Command is because... It's like in that world it's a promotion for Pizza Planet, which that's pretty cool because it's like, you know you go in a bit too. It's kind of interesting. Like it's quite interesting that kind of way. They kind of try to make it sort of realistic kind of way. Here's the real question: what? So in the Toy Story universe, right? So if Lightyear was made in the 80s. In the Toy Story universe, so Chris Evans must have been some old dude by now. Like he's either not aged like Captain America, or is he just literally like, I don't know if there's like Avengers in the in the Toy Story universe or the Marvel, like, you know, just like I know there's actually Star Wars, because there were some Star Wars figures in Toy Story 4. There's that scene in when Bo Peep and Woody goes into the to find Duke Kaboom.
Oh, in the antique store.
Yeah, we see Tinny from the Tin Toy. You actually see in the background there's a bit like there's an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure trying to slice that hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember now, yeah.
We're also watching Kenobi, you know, many Star Wars fans. It's great. But no, too many cool things. It's just so overwhelming of cool stuff.
I know, right?
Let me know if you've got any comments, guys. We'll happy to read them.
Comments.
We're happy to read them. But yeah, one thing I would like. Have you seen the new toys that's done by Mattel?
I've seen some of them.
Right, like, okay. There's one thing I was really hoping for, because if this is the movie that it inspired Annie to get the toy, don't you think the toys like should make the actual replica of Buzz Lightyear? Like, just with the spaceship box, like how Andy gets the inspiration by the toy. Like, can our world get that? Like, can we not just get, like, do we have to like time travel to Andy's world? Like, not time travel, but like go to a different universe to get that Buzz Lightyear toy? Like, I kind of want them to sort of bring a release, like even Disney Store or anything. Like, I know Disney Store's closed down,
In the UK, at
in the
least,
UK, well, all around apparently, but I kind of want him to sort of like just bring like a unique replica, like sort of similar to the collection
yes.
series. But no, it's cool. It's cool to get these sort of toys. I understand they're trying to promote, but I thought to go a bit more extent that this is the movie that Andy's watched. They could release the Buzz Lightyear figure, or even some of the same posters that Andy's got from the
yes, those as well.
Yeah, and the bed sheets and the everything that Andy's got that relates to that Buzz series. Do you think there will be a sequel?
I've not thought about that. I think that potentially could be.
I feel like this is like the sort of end game now. Like it all depends now if this movie becomes successful, and literally if it's like, I think Disney does it with box office. They know this is like, oh, we got a big craze of people. But you look at like the whole live action series are going on at the moment, like The Lion King getting a sort of sequel. Because that done so well. I think it all kind of depends.
Depends on how successful the film is.
Exactly. So I'm gonna buy 200 billion tickets. Hope there's a franchise. I think they could do a sequel or I think they're gonna sort of. I think I like the idea of not doing the same sequels in the Pixar like franchise. They're trying to do something different, like spin-offs.
Yeah, definitely.
But like there is loads of room on different spin-off characters of especially Woody. But like I think what I love about Disney Plus is you got quite a lot of different platforms to release
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. So much content you can watch.
Like all to make, because you can like if you know that you don't want to do a theatrical release, you can just dump it in Disney Plus, and
Yeah.
it's both for the fans. People get what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and Disney makes money.
Money, money, money.
money. I kind of want to see. The Army Men. I think it would be cool to do a spin-off with the Army Men. I think if you imagine
Yeah, that would be cool.
the world of Toy Story, but a world of little soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's a game out there on PlayStation 1 where it was like the Army Men game. I was like, that was so cool.
I never played that.
Oh, you gotta play it. It's absolutely so fun. But it's like Call of Duty, but like little Army Men.
Yeah.
In PlayStation 1 graphics. But yeah, like I hope they could even that would be a cool sort of movie, like, but in such a Ant-Man scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They could do it in maybe Andy's yard, and there's like massive battle going along, and you got these like different teams.
Cool.
Right, let me write it, Pixar. Let me write it.
Yes, please.
We'll call it Army Men, and like just make it like some reference to war movies, like we can make it like a Predator. They can even do something really funny, right? Like where it could be a cat. Do you remember the cat Whiskers in I don't know if everyone will remember the cat. There's a scene where Rex. Well, there's a scene when Andy was coming back home from Pizza Planet, and Rex was shouting, "Whiskers!" Because like there's like a next door neighbor cat. We're trying to I forgot the line or something about we're trying to form a rescue or something like that. But like the Whiskers can be literally the final like they can make him like a beast. And like they can literally just parody like sort of like Predator.
Yeah.
And have like soldiers going missing, and then just like it's like there's that famous line: "A good soldier never leaves a man behind." So like that could be a reference.
Yeah.
It could be like a prequel to Toy Story. They could literally do a whole Army Men thing that it's such a like they make it so dramatic, but it's such a funny funny way. Yeah.
Not big deals like Thor.
Like they're just trying to save their mates from a big huge cat who's been eating them and coughing hairballs. Oh god, socks! I think when I was watching the movie, the trailer, not the movie. I wish I watched the movie, but I haven't watched it yet. But socks is it looks so cool. He's just gonna sell so much. So, do you think he's gonna sell more than Baby Yoda, or is he gonna sell There's a theory about who's gonna sell more on this next Christmas. No, I think probably a lot of people said Socks is definitely the highlight. Like, he stole the show. So I'm can't wait to see some scenes with him and Buzz. I've seen some of the clips and I can start laughing with Socks around. Whale night? Sleep sounds? I feel like they're gonna design it out. White noise. Can you imagine
Oh gosh.
Oh god, yeah. One thing I noticed from the trailers, Buzz has a lot of different suits. He has gone through he has gone through different. I kind of enjoy that because I remember when they were releasing the toys between after Toy Story 2, Buzz they released a lot of these different kind of action figures of Buzz's different suits, and I thought, you know what, it would be so cool to sort of see that in the Toy Story, or even though they brought these toys out, and I liked how it's not just one suit. You got different phases, and because I think he's a test pilot in this film.
Yeah, at first, yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, we're not gonna go for any spoilers. We'll leave it as that. But yeah, no, I think that's gonna be quite cool. Yeah, no. I honestly, I'm really excited for this movie.
Same.
I can't wait. It's. I always kind of wanted a Buzz Lightyear Starkman too. Don't get me wrong, but this will do. This was
definitely.
This is. I always kind of want to see a Pixar animation Buzz Lightyear movie, and we'll finally get it in the big screen, and that's the biggest thing. That's the thing I was really scared of when the whole the COVID pandemic. When we watched cinemas again, and I feel like when they just announced that trailer that Lightyear's gonna come in cinemas, into theaters, and I was like, yes. Yeah, so I'm really excited for the movie. I hope you all are pretty much very excited.
Hope you are,
yeah. It's on tomorrow now, and yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to our special Buzz Lightyear podcast live stream podcast. We're going to be signing off from Star Command, and yeah, so hope you enjoy it. Please let you know, we're looking forward as well, and stay safe, guys.
Stay safe, guys.
See ya.
Ciao.